Patterson sets the screen. Wade fights over it. Great contest, but Lowry comes up extra large. 9 points here in the second half.
Look, I mean, he's all over him. Little step back, just stops and pops. And it's an enormous basket. 31-7 to go for Miami.
That was great defense by Wade, just a better offensive play.
All right, Tyler Coston here with PGC Basketball. We're going to talk today about how to develop a deadly pull-up jumper. Most people think that they need a lot of different types of footwork and different types of shots to be able to create separation and space off the dribble. When really, to create separation off the dribble, to create a deadly pull-up jumper, what you need is consistency. The boom 1-2 pull-up footwork is what's going to allow you to get 3 things into your shot. 1, improve speed. 2, improved balance, which is the #1 reason players miss shots when dribbling hard and at speed. And then the third thing that's going to get you is it's going to get you a repeatable rhythm that allows you to groove your shot. Regardless how you get into the boom 1-2, off of a sprint dribble up the court, coming off of a ball screen, off of a live ball dribble move, or off of a rip, the last dribble and the footwork off that last dribble is always going to be the same. That's why the boom 1-2 is the best way to develop a deadly pull-up jumper. Now, a couple things you need to understand about this footwork. This is not a type of footwork for when you've blown by a defender. This is primarily a type of footwork when you have a recovering and retreating defender that's in front of you but backpedaling. Whether you're coming down the court full speed in transition, or you're coming off of a ball screen and you've got a flat hedge defender that's showing a little bit, you're going to take one last hard dribble directly at them or past them to get them on their heels. And then the speed of the boom 1-2 allows you to elevate while they're still recovering. The separation is between you and an on-ball defender. Now, if you do use a little peek fake and get a flyby and you go into a 1 dribble pull-up, and you will have some longer steps, this will train that also, but that's an easier footwork. It doesn't require as much speed. So let's talk about how to train the technique of the deadly pull-up. Then we'll talk about how you can actually put it into practice a little bit. So there's 4 keys that you really need to hone, because technique is the equalizer between you and a more athletic defender. The first thing is this. You want your boom 1-2 pull-up, in order to be fast, you need your boom 1-2 pull-up to have short, choppy steps. Most players take long, slow steps in their pull-up jumper. We want our last dribble to have a rhythm that's like this. Dribble, ta-ta. Dribble, ta-ta. We want it to be like dribble, ta-ta. The quicker your feet are, dribble, ta-ta. The quicker your feet are, the quicker the ball is. The quicker the ball is, the quicker your release. The quicker and shorter you have your footwork, it's actually going to improve the speed of your release of your jumper. The second thing is boom the dribble. The harder you dribble the basketball, the quicker your release. The harder you dribble the basketball, the more you're going to get that defender back on their heels. And the harder you dribble the basketball, the more elevation and rise you're going to have up in your pull-up as well. The third key on this one is inside shoulder dip. When I have my eyes and shoulders up, I'm telegraphing to the defender that I'm looking to shoot it. But when I dip my inside shoulder, it tells the defender that I'm looking to drive. So as we're dribbling along, if our last dribble can dip our inside shoulder, it's going to put that defender back on their heels as well. And then the fourth thing is this. Instead of hopping into our pull-up, which is slower and causes you to get more off balance, this boom 1-2, where your outside foot hits last, gets you on balance faster. And so we want to make sure when we're moving quickly that we're able to freeze our finish and stick our landing after we release our shot. Now, when we train this boom 1-2, this isn't the exact footwork that you would use. It's not a 1 dribble pull-up, but we're just going to train our last dribble. Instead of training the boom 1-2 off of all sorts of dribble moves and then going up into our boom 1-2, we're going to cut out the time and energy it takes to make all those dribbles beforehand. We're going to narrow our focus and just train our last dribble. Knowing that this isn't a 1 dribble pull-up, we're just eliminating the dribbles before, and we're trying to train the last dribble, and we just alternate left and right. These are our groove shots. We just get our boom 1-2, we stick our landing. We would alternate right and left, work on dipping the inside shoulder. We're trying to get our feet fast and quick. We're trying to get our steps short and choppy. Dip the inside shoulder, imitating that last dribble, boom. And the ball should come off the ground and off our fingertips very quickly. Alternating right and left. It's dribble, ta-ta every single time. When you're training this, you probably want to do a set of 20 to 40 groove shots. That's where you don't go anywhere. You just groove in your shot. Then you can do your shots off of a 2 dribble pull-up, off of some sort of a move where you attack one, and that last dribble is the same. Then you can work it off of some sort of a dribble move where you might get some sort of an inside-out crossover into your boom 1-2 footwork. But we want to train groove shots first. Then you can train it at speed. Once you get that defender moving back and you master the speed of the boom 1-2 pull-up, you'll have more balance, more makes, more power, and more consistency. And that's how you develop a deadly pull-up jumper.
1-2 step, I love it. 1-2 step, everybody. 1-2 step, I love it. 1-2 step, everybody. 1-2 step, I love it. 1-2 step, everybody. 1-2 step, I love it. 1-2 step.